Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Songs of Six and our town of Riverbend. In between episodes, I set up a one-time trade with someone for some fancy gems over here for our chamber construction to support that. And yeah, we're building a rich folks' houses, and we're building daycare. I will go and max out the nobles probably this episode over here. Even if only I set up the 4 houses, I think it'll be a good idea to get all the production boosts. And maybe I should have done that a lot sooner. I don't know. I just don't know. Oops. Thank you, Super Screenshot. Let's level up here. Oh. Oh, no, no, no! I was like, no, undo. I didn't necessarily... But right, you can't undo them until they die. I mean, the increased bread production might be good, but that's not what I meant to do. Okay. But at least, hey, we figured it out. I hadn't noticed the promotions were sitting there. So yes, at some point you'll die and then the promotions get released. I think you can make it replace as a new Master of Rain? I don't know what it was saying, actually. But yeah, we'll get some more for more of our industries and keep this flowing here. More construction, furniture, fabric. Yeah, and then the gems again. Oh, there we go. The gems have been delivered, so that's nice. The embassy is chooching away. So if I do go to the world map, there we go. We have 1 emissary point ready. Look at these little boats. So my plan is to go and suck up to Pekil over here because they theoretically will order a lot of people. Flattering a royalty will increase their opinion of you and your faction. So we have an available point. Effectiveness 100%. Opinion target, opinion effective, trust. Okay, and now I got 2 points. Okay, so it goes immediately. And I can always pull them back out and allocate them somewhere else. Okay. And I think we need to get up to 2.5. Yeah. All right, so that's going to be the plan. So just keep generating points. It'll clearly take quite a few points to get us there, but we'll do it. And then, yes, get the daycare up. That's going to be really, really valuable as well. Should I take some people out of an industry somewhere? Well, I mean, maybe I could take them out of the bread industry right now, because it turns out we are overproducing like mad. I'm going to go and bring this down to around 30. I think we'll still have enough people employed in the bakery overall for the experience, for whatever that might be worth. But yeah, we're still netting a positive number. We're still hoping that the food safety, if we take a look at here, yeah, food days. They definitely could use a lot more food day storage. And maybe this is something I've ignored. And with my concern about letting the bread rot, maybe that's an acceptable cost to just boosting the fulfillment of our people. I think they really want like a year and a half of stored food to feel really safe. Yeah, maybe I've been cutting it too close. All right, go daycare. This should really help our workflow because it should free up work for a lot of people. I mean, some of them, of course, are going to have to be employed in here. But we're employing 5 people in here for, is it 25 kids? It actually isn't anywhere near how much I need, but at least it's a start. And then complaining about shortages of things. I think it's the cut stone that they keep blinking out on because everything else, well, the furniture hasn't been delivered yet, but we have it. The fabric hasn't been delivered yet, but I think, well, we might not have enough all in one go. But we shall see. This, I mean, clearly got delivered, is now being constructed, and yeah. Oh, we already have one. We have a free person already. That's good. And then back to negative. And then, yeah, I think the sick people aren't necessarily working, so that's another thing that's eating into our productivity. And more hospitals. I think we do want to give the hospitals some resources to make them go faster. There you go. This daycare is working. And that was a tiny little daycare we built earlier. There we go. Should lead to higher fulfillment. And our hospital, which is here, yeah, it's full of sick people. I need to unlock the tourniquet tech, but if I do that, I can offer the hospital's fabric, which increased the recovery rate by 75%. It's pretty substantial. Don't have the opiates, but tourniquets. It's going to be knowledge. I think it's going to be worth it. Okay. Confirmation box only comes up once, but now I can turn this on. So it's going to start consuming fabric. Is it per day? I don't know if we can keep up with that. Well, I guess it gives us actual stats per day, so presumably it scales based on how many people are sick. And if they're sick, I want them. And if we run out of fabric, then presumably it just goes back to normal behavior. But yeah, I think we do have to cycle people through this hospital a lot faster. Okay, we can actually visibly see the number of sick people go down in real time. Okay. I hope that does scale and doesn't always just use that. But we got more workers now, which is lovely. I'm not going to assign them to the buildings, because we could go and do that. But we're going to have them hopefully finish off more of the construction over here. Double the 90 gems. I think it's enough, because we need 20... Oh, 21. Why is this one 22 and this one 21? 21. 21. Why does this one need 22 gems? Anyway, we do have enough to cover all 4 of these buildings. I'm confused, but all right. I might want, like, the raw inputs coming a little bit more. Like, how many more farming people do we have? Because we have the Auric pastures. Okay, you know what? Have we made a mistake by diversifying our crops too much? Actually, one thing I could do. We might say we don't need the Intellidons anymore. Like, the onxes are good for the fabric. How's our leather? We're capped on leather. Okay, you know what we need? We need more tailors. Or they need to tailor more swiftly. I mean, you knew it was coming, right? I think my tailor is can I search in here? No, I don't think so. Yeah, tailor set to 12. I think we need a much bigger tailor that is consuming more leather now. I don't know how often this has just been pinned here, but I think it's been pretty... Oh yeah, we're producing twice as much as we need. Or I could convert some of these off, but I don't want to do that. And I do want more clothing. But I think we still... So we are getting the fiber. We also need a bigger weaver. Okay, well, we'll just have it. We don't need that. Where's the weaver? I think... in our different category? We have a weaver, right? Is it disabled so it doesn't... I thought I built the weaver. Did I change my mind? Is that one of the ones where I started and then it was like, hold on, I can't right now? Okay. Let's build a weaver. Yeah, just share a wall. I think I'll trim it back after, but... Loom. Oh, you need pillars. So I do that and then put auxiliary loom tucked in here. Size really wet. Actually, I can't still do this. Oh, but that doesn't go any further smaller either. Maybe I could light up the storage over here. That's interesting. If I do that and that. And then I... Pillar. Or kind of like that. And then another smaller loom here with a pillar there. And oh right, no. You then do this. And I do this, and then I just shrink this room. There we go. Oh, I don't have the auxiliary looms, or not enough of them anyway. Let me delete that building. There you go, 100% efficiency. Bum bum. Bum bum. Bum bum. Alright, good. Did you really not build one? Where's my fiber stockpile? Actually, that would have been a bit of a question. They do have one. Oh, there, right there. Okay, good. So it is really close to where we're building. Maybe had I planned originally to put a weaver over there and then change my mind? I don't know. But anyway, it's not too far away from the fiber warehouse. So that's good. I guess I could make another one for the fabric. Sure. I mean, I could split the fiber one, but I kind of like these single-purpose ones. Because the name at least is uber clear. I'll do this so I don't need internal support. There we go. That works fine for me. Door. Done. Okay, we have some odd jobbers. People aren't too bad. Is the childcare place in their full load? Workload is low. Okay. But load 100%. Yeah, okay, so we're fine. Yeah, auto scale this. Wait, can I get more child caretakers? I clearly don't need to. Also, what is this? What is this red versus green? Is that places that have enough daycare satisfaction? What is it? It feels like I could fire one. Sure, this is a really important layout, but there's no tooltip to tell me what I'm looking at. So it's not a perfect commute, but I think they'll be okay. Are there noble houses done? Nope, not yet. Okay. Oh, this warehouse is going to be fabric. Thank you, yearly report. Fabric is here. Oh. All right, so we take it from here, weave it over here, store it over here, which will then get pulled probably into some of the higher priority warehouses. This isn't looking better. It hasn't gotten better. If anything, it's gotten worse. A little bit of meat, a little bit of egg. You know, like to keep those food preferences up. Number of food days has gone up, so that's something. That's improving a little. Maybe I should have really just unlocked more of these. Okay, well, the one thing is we do have unlocked is we do have the physician unlocked, and that's clearly nowhere near satisfying people. We've got, where do I want to build it? Maybe I should have left more space for some of these. Do I want to build a few more tiny physicians? But it wasn't really efficient, was it? Do I just accept that I'm not going to grow crops here? I don't know. Maybe, you know what? Let's put a big physician office over here. Or maybe this way. Yeah, I think that's the way to do it. Hey, did this graveyard ever get built? It did. Okay. It's going to look awfully pretty. How are you sitting at 100% workload? Maybe the entire the property needs to constantly be maintained, and that's what's going on there. I suppose that might make sense. You know all this stone? I should be building some more stone roads. That's something I could do, which would improve beauty and keep people moving around a lot better. Paved roads, that's what I'm talking about, right? 50%? Yeah, 10% speed boost? Yes. I don't like that it doesn't really show me what road is there right now. It's showing me the walk cost. There we go, the little red area. But I guess I can just override any road that's there, and it's fine. It doesn't replace things in a problematic way. You can see the little red areas from when I do have the fancier ones. All right, start with that. It's going to be, it's not even going to use all of our stone, but the workload is going to be relatively significant. And we do have the people working in the weaver now. If we take a look at the fabric, a slight net negative. I think we can probably eat that. And then what we might do is build another onx paxture or two, and then we might get a master of the onxes. I think that might be a swell way to do things. And then if we go back to the world map, emissary points low. We do no longer employ as many emissaries as are needed. As a result, our diplomatic missions will suffer a penalty. Cancel a few missions so there's no shortage. But oh, I had 9 for a second, and then maybe there was a bit of a workforce fluctuation. So I'm assuming what it is here is the embassies don't produce infinite emissary points. They produce up to an amount that they can do at their building. And was there any indication here of how many that would be? 16. Yeah, I don't think this is per day. I think this is what it can reach. 16 and change, and honestly, the and change in this case might be a good thing because it might maintain a little bit more of a buffer, so we can set 16 up over there. The question is, was 16 enough? Each point, well, it's not entirely clear. Like, I don't know. I guess I can check. If I set this back to 0, 1.8. And if I go to 8, which is what we've got, 1.9. I mean, there's some extra decimal points there, but it's sort of looking to me like about 8 points, 8 emissary points per 0.1 opinion. And I need an extra 0.6 at this point. So I need an extra 48 points, which means we definitely need a much bigger embassy. In fact, I might just tear this one down and rebuild a massive embassy. But I guess we'll let that keep chooching. I mean, unless the points improve over time or there's some other thing, I don't know. Now, meanwhile, should I be looking at more of the services that the humans want? Oh, we could do worship of style. Oh, we could get to the point where we unlock a temple. This is just a rank 2 temple, which might be good for the religious need. Quite expensive. And then the grand temples are insanely expensive. We could also get the booze going on. We could upgrade the stalls. Okay, so this... The better markets do need the skull anyway. Enables an architectural plant for a more sophisticated way and a place for consuming drink. But does this produce the drink? I guess, hold on. We already have breweries, don't we? We do. Okay, let me go. So presumably we've got these categories. We haven't built necessarily everything that's in here. Ration maker, I think, is mostly for the military. Smithy will be useful for tools. There's our brewery there. Now, if we just start making the brew, I think it will satisfy them in that it will be available. But we will want a brewery. I think the brewery works like the markets over here. I wonder, should I just turn off the embassies for now? Since I don't think I can reach the target that I'm looking for. Unless I'm misreading that. It feels like that is going to be the problem. I'm not going to be able to reach the target I'm looking for. So it's silly to have this. I'm going to lock it down. They probably still need maintenance, but hopefully it doesn't use the same or whatever. It's going to free up the workers. We'll build a big, giant, mega embassy later on. I guess I could even import the booze. We're keeping a little bit of money. In my imports... I have the eggs, but I say don't do it unless we've got 100,000. And the metal we let you do as much as we can until halfway, which is being maintained. And the tools the same way. We're not actively really using those. And I don't think they decay very quickly, so I don't think it's so bad what's going on here. Yeah, losing about 1 per day between the maintenance and the decay, although mostly the maintenance, yeah? Yeah, the decay really isn't much. We could import the booze. I'd still have to unlock the tavern, but we could save ourselves some brewing. We clearly have the grain to support it, but maybe I don't have the workforce. So I will go and just unlock... We'll unlock that. Oh, it required unlocking the fancy markets along the way. Which I suppose is fine, but then that does lead to an interesting question of, do we upgrade these markets? What do you need for that? Oh yeah, we can totally support this. Let's upgrade all the markets to tier 2. And give people a little bit more joy that way. And then taverns. I bet you we want those to be fairly big. At some point, something's going to get bulldozed. to change some city plans. But I'm going to build my first tavern out over here. I mean, out of curiosity, if I mean, no, there's no way 7x7 is what I'm going to be looking for. There's no way. Let me make it a block long here. So, tables add more service, knickknacks, and carpets add coziness, which I do love. I kind of want these big communal tables. About like that. And then knickknacks, how many are we looking at? That's got an interaction spot and the others didn't. Could have done some carpeting as well. Okay, we'll need some fabric, but that's fine. That is something that we do. There, double over there, triple door in the middle. Still full insulation. Good. Okay. Doesn't say anything about workers. Services. Subject will be... The other number is an estimate of how many subjects the room will be able to serve, derived from your subject's properties. Total amount of people that can be served simultaneously. And I guess 160 maybe per day. Which is clearly a micro fraction of our city. But maybe? Oh, then some booze. I could make a little booze storage over here, because otherwise you'd be pulling from over here, assuming that I do have this set to accept booze, which I don't currently. Those have been blocked off. Do I want those available at all the central warehouses? Possibly. What might I want to trim down here? Well, we're allocating a lot of crates to mushrooms, which are never being full. I'll leave 2 crates. Yeah. And then, oh, and 0 fruit. Well, we'll leave 1 crate of fruit at these central places, and that's it. I don't think we need to store this much leather in our central warehouses. We might need a little bit for some maintenance from time to time, but that's about it. I think I can trim that back. Anyway, now I have lots of crates, more than I really need. But I'm going to say 4 crates for each type of booze, although we only need 1 to start off with. And I'm working on Central too, so I'm going to copy this. Oh, I wanted that menu to stay up. Paste it there. And paste it here. Okay. So now, all 3 of the centrals do allow for booze to come in. And then what I'll need is, because I'm not brewing right now, sure we'll want to, but I'm going to want to import, I'm going to import both types of booze. That's what I'm going to do. That blocks that road, but you know what, that's okay. These blocks are already kind of off. Well, is it bugging me? It's bugging me. Actually, that could look kind of nice to have a little thin one. Oh, super screenshot time. I don't know what the road is going to end up being. Oh, and paved roads. I got to remember that I want to default to paved roads from now on. Pretty much everything. Is this already a paved road? It's not. We're still on stone. We're still ridiculous on stone. Nice. Is there... Hold on. Convert. So if I do that, and presumably I can box select this way, and we're not building a bunch of extra roads. Oh, shit. Do I want to do this to my entire map? Well, we'll do it in chunks as we watch the stone tweak. I'm going to do that, and then we'll see what happens to our stone. Okay. Although, I think we've got a lot. We might just be able to upgrade the entire city to paved roads. All right, so you are going to be pulling in booze number 1. And yeah, try to maintain a halfway mark. Otherwise, we won't put a price limit on this. Now, oh, I killed off I turned off the embassy building. So presumably I have no embassy points. So now, if I were to go here, necessary points 9. I still have the 9. Am I wrong about how that works? Does it not hit a cap? Does it keep producing forever? I don't know what the heck was one of the screens. We'll turn it back on after and we'll experiment. And we'll see if it stops. Anyway, so that's Hiva. And then over here, I want to accept the Sheda, the liquor. And we'll do a half of that as well. We've got no price limit or no like saving money. Wow, we instantly spend it. I think I will go and say now at 100K. And hopefully we can just do more exporting. Or finally set up our tourism industry. That would be fun too. This is nearly done. Yeah, all the material should be in place. Wood amount keeps going down, which makes sense. We are consuming more, but we can always do some extra chops. Maybe I'll go ahead and do a little bit of it right now. But it's we probably need another woodcutter just to maintain pace and remove the amount of micromanagement we need to do there. Okay, a little bit of booze of each booze did come in. And that should theoretically eventually get scattered everywhere. I don't know, might want to do a pull over here, because you are really not close to anything. But yeah, a little bit of booze. See, we've got some over here. Yeah, you know what? That's not so bad. And again, as we stone everything, that'll be okay. I think I can really keep going. Right? Paved. I'm on convert. Do I not leave enough room here? Fine. I'm not super upset or anything like that. Really, I'm not. That might be more stone than we've got. People displaced. Disaster has struck someone else for once. Wista in particular was devastated by unfortunate events, but your domain is peaceful by comparison. People from most parts of Six are looking for a better life, and provided your capital is attractive enough, this can be an opportunity for rapid growth. Boost immigration speed times 20. How many people are looking to come in here? Well, 39 right now. We're definitely going to accept. A little bit of homelessness, but take the workers. There we go. There's a tavern keeper job. Oh, I guess because it's one of these places that's much more probably variable. The auto-employ. That's probably why we're getting a worker preview on this. Just like I think we don't get it for the warehouses. All right, yoink in more of you guys. And then... It's interesting. So drink servings, maybe because the drink servings are optional. This, like the food servings are at 0. I guess because they just expect to get this. This is greater than 1, but this is not greater than 1. This is just any of it. High servings will lead to drunkenness and decrease health. Okay. But I didn't realize that. And then they do prefer both drinks, which we'll try to supply both. Okay. And yeah, we'll need new housing. I wonder, should I start a big housing area in some other part of the world? I think what we'll probably do is keep building over here, because this should continue to be decent farming ground and or ranching ground in some combination. Maybe this soil isn't not best. Ooh, infertile. Ooh. Rich. Okay, so there is some decent farming ground. There's a little bit of it. I guess it must be this darker stuff here. This is rich as well? Okay, I might do another big grain farm over here. Although what is... I don't want to go over the stone deposit. But one more grain farm here might be okay. And then more of our pastures. Could build more mushroom farms, but no. And we're never ending up with like a net positive mushroom. But yeah, we're going to keep feeding our people primarily with this. Ooh, then I don't get the stone overlay. Okay, change of plans. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put down the stone mine to cover this area. But I was going to say I'll do it. I could do it. I guess I could have toggled on. Is it can I do planning mode now? Or we'll deactivate the job afterwards. We'll see. Do the auxiliaries first for the max efficiency. Oh, we need a lot. go. And then a big pile of internal storage. I hit OK. Are you great? Good. Okay. So that planning mode did work. Oh, and I think it leaves a little highlight over there when planning mode is engaged. Okay, so now the important thing was to be able to see that border. That's what I wanted that for. And then, not cotton, although it could be something that comes in to be useful. Might be better than doing the onxes, but it's a grain farm that I want. Like this. Do I want to? No, you know what? I want to leave this road. And I just want to go and build along like this. Soil. Okay, the soil quality is decreasing a little bit, but I don't think that's a huge problem. Do I want to wrap this around the back? Soil quality is still over 100%. Could use a little bit of moisture. This... No, we actually want that. But maybe we can do an irrigation. But okay. And then farmers. Actually, the farmer number is really awkward. I'd really want to limit this to exactly 19. I do another little strip over here. And then another one. Could we get to near 20? Great. I'll do this, and I'll try to just set it to 19. And I think I do want this going, because our grain... Well, now we got a positive, so I'm confused. Must just be some fluctuating workforce. I'll leave that frozen, because the idea we'll be able to build that. Do I want to go and build a paved road here immediately? This is kind of far. Maybe I'll just dirt this one. Oh, the conversion mode is still on. Couldn't figure out why that was red. I'll throw one of those in there. And then, yeah, I think there's going to be some more pastures back here. Leave that paused. Some homelessness, and we do have the extra workforce. We're still looking to finish these chambers. Cloth. Okay, it's the cut stone. I can go and employ more people. Oh no, that is maxed out. Jeez. Okay. So we're just waiting for that cut stone to happen. I'm not using cut stone for these roads, right? I didn't accidentally pick the wrong one. Okay, no, we're good there. But yeah, I think it's going to be another housing block that goes here. I'm wondering, why no one living here? Minus 85. Except we only have 12 unhoused people. Yeah, okay. There's definitely some weird stuff that's going on with this display. And do I want to accept more people? We've got the food for it. You know what? We'll do it now. They might be unhappy, but that'll be a problem that fixes itself over time. I think we need another woodcutter. Do I want to square this off? You know, I kind of want to leave this road like this, but I will plan another woodcutter over here. Because it's quite clear that we need a more constant supply of wood. So if I drag you down to... Right, that happened to be the maximum, purely by accident. Forgot about that. That. Oh. One of those didn't take for some reason. Right, it doesn't let you drag outside. Okay, that's good. It doesn't let you make the invalid shape. Okay, I like that. And then we want the auxiliaries for 100% efficiency, please. That, and then just a big old storage lamp. All right. Go with that, please. And yeah, this road. Go ahead and build the fancy paved road immediately around this as well. All right. We'll be chopping down some trees to make room for the roads, and of course, as soon as we get this set up, there'll be that. And it's not like we're out of wood either. I wonder, should I get more leather storage? I think I probably should. We don't have a space for that. Did I end up building a big tailor? just have the one. And I don't think it has any dedicated storage near it. I think we probably do want to tear down this tailor and build a bigger one, maybe next to a dedicated leather storage, which obviously we produce a lot of the leather over here. We already have a weaver over here. Maybe it makes sense. Yeah. I'm going to leave a double road here. We'll go and put this over this. But I'm going to start by building a warehouse. Like that. Oh yeah, we need a little bit of a support for this one. So actually, cancel. One just there. There we go. That'll work. And then I can do a shorter thing. Crates here and here. That. All right. So that's going to be for leather. And then what I'll do is build a larger tailor. I need a big giant one to keep our people. Oh, are you dead? I think that person might be dead. My double wall? Oh yeah, hold on. This noise will... Ooh, there might be a little bit of a noise issue with some of these places, which isn't good for our happiness. Yeah, these guys are probably getting bothered by noise. I think most of our living space has been mostly okay. Actually, I mean, I don't see the noise inside. Maybe it is fine. We don't see the noise actually inside the building. Maybe it's okay. But here's what I'm thinking. Oh wait, overlay. Let's say this extends out this way. Maybe I do a tailor here. It'll be a little further away from these houses. Right, still bigger and kind of like we'll break the pattern a little bit. It's fine. Maybe I'll do this. So it'll have a little bit of space. And then... Oh, I guess, yeah, I could sort of just go with this thing that I've been going with. Like that. It's not even here. Right, blam blam, and then some things in the middle with some more support walls. And I guess I can still go with the idea of this plus some more. All right, let's do that. Go workbenches. Right, like this, like that. Like that, like, not like that. This, like that, and then trim this back for some. And then... There you go, no yellow spots. Not a great place for any storage, though, with the way that I've done this, though. I guess that works. And then auxiliary stations. There you go, 100%. Okay. Pair doors. And if the installation's still good, I can throw in some extras over here, just in case that turns out shorter for things. All right, we'll do that. Probably the plan will be to get rid of the old, smaller tailor. And yeah, I'm going to go and triple road around this. Get out of our grid a little bit. I mean, it's going to be a different kind of grid. Boom, 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 boom. You're good. How these things come along? Yeah, you're still waiting for the cut blocks. They take a lot of work to make. But they're happening, and they're not part of a larger industry, so... Other than stockpiling a little bit, maybe for future construction, all we need is a trickle to match the maintenance, which is going to go up when those buildings finish, but mostly should be okay. You're going to use stone to build this, which is a-okay. And this was another stone mine over here, which might turn out to be really useful. And maybe we pair it with a giant mason. I don't know if we will, but I can see us building this stone mine, or quarry really is what it is. We could even just sell the raw rocks, but it'll help with upgrading things. Upgrading all of our walls from stone to, or from wood to stone would also be good. I think we can do that with the upgrade tool as well. I think I can go structure, not grand building, but stone building, and then convert. And then I can just do some more box selecting on that. And I think that's going to be really excellent. To the point where I actually am wondering about enabling this stone mine construction just to help keep the values up here. And we're wildly overproducing. So no, I don't think we need to. I mean, it's just because we're doing so many road upgrades. Yeah. And then I didn't put down another housing block yet, right? No. Maybe I'll continue the housing block pattern past here. We'll have a slight change. Ooh, that's kind of interesting. And we know that's not very fertile land. So it's a great place for us to grow that way. Yeah. Right, so road of some description. And then I think I'm going to maybe rebuild this. Cemetery points low. Yeah, okay. It must just decay over time. And just confirm that it's set to stone. Good. And then just, yeah, stay aligned. One of those, one of those, one of those for the start of the new block. And then I think there was just that little corner overlap. And then 3 gaps. And then I don't know why I'm rebuilding it, but I am. Yeah, okay. And that checks out. And then for the roads, there's not a resource here, is there? No, okay. That red stuff I thought might have been something, but I think it's just some flowers. Deal with that homelessness. Oh, there we go. The first noble places are being done. Excellent. So, Enki. Oh, human. Oh, you have servants? These houses have servants. Actual employee, target employee. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. Look at these giant statues. Yeah, that's the master of the stone mines. Okay, we still have 2 unhomed noble. Wait. Oh right, I'm still on 4. I forgot. I'm gonna go up to 10, but I think I do want this block made. What I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have a block made for 10 of these. But I'm gonna wait for the construction. Well, I guess I could go into planning mode so we can talk about. That's activate planning mode. So yeah. So. Oh, that's a little bit weird. This is the way it's copying. That's okay. What is it called? A manor, mansion? Chambers. Right, so what I was thinking is maybe I'll leave a 2 gap like that. Boom, boom. And then a 3 gap that way. Boom, boom. And then this. And then this ends up being a noble block. That's kind of a different size from some of the others, but that's okay. A noble block that houses 10 nobles, which is how many I can have currently. And then whenever, like, I don't know if the next batches still come in 5s or 10s or what. Oh, they come in 4 and then 6. Okay, so that'll be another 10 over there. And then the numbers, sure, they do increase on a pattern. I was gonna say, they increase in a weird way. They don't really increase in a weird way at all, do they? I guess I can allow this to get built. And then, okay, good. So say, please tell me you ignore the blueprints. Nice. So yeah, still keep finishing this. I guess they'll work on the roads a little bit, but that's not the end of the world. Odd jobbers are going down. Do I want to pull in some more people? You know what? I do. Yes, I do. It's more homelessness, but more hands ready to go to work. I wonder if the servants live in these houses. No, they must just work there. I don't know. Maybe there's an upstairs, downstairs kind of thing going on. Yeah, construction is coming along. Furniture's okay. Yes. How's our furniture per day? Oh, another outbreak. Swamp lung. That sounds awful. We didn't even have that many sick people, but yeah, the overall health is pretty low. I think maybe these outbreaks, I don't know, maybe we just can't help them. But Another giant physician is probably a good idea. Or maybe our first actual giant physician. Maybe that's what this area ends up being. You know? Like, if we do something like that, we could put a physician in this block. And that might turn out to be super duper useful. Grain's good, that's good. We're out of booze. We don't have the money. Oh, probably because we're not really selling furniture right now because we're consuming it very quickly. Our carpenter is set to the max, yeah. Okay. So yeah, we have a net. I mean, we don't have that huge of a net because there's the maintenance and then there's the furniture demand from our civilians because we do allow that. We probably do need another big furniture producer later, which is going to be all the more reason to have extra wood production. The net is only minus 37, which isn't bad. But yeah, this finished. This is what took a bunch of our workers. But it's clearly good. I mean, either we spend our odd jobbers chopping down trees, or we get these guys doing it. And these guys need a lot less babysitting. Having a basic, like, a wood balance with just the woodcutters is really nice. And we're kind of at that point right now. We could even go and invest a point of tech. Actually, I think I will. I'm going to put a point of innovation here. So we still have a little bit into our woodcutters, because that's going to make a massive difference. Because now, what should happen, we're already netting and might be some rounding things, but yeah. Trending like a slight positive uptick. Very balanced. For the amount of that we're interacting with, it's very balanced. With a slight positive uptick seems pretty good. What is this stuff? Just more ore. We might not worry about that, because this is ore over here. That has got to be a ridiculous amount of ore. We'll need a little bit more coal, because we have a coal spot plan right over here in the city. There's a little bit more over there. I think there was some across the way. No, that's ore. That's a little bit more coal, not much. It might be hard to get the balance, although what we could do is we could sell the excess ore or something of that nature. So yeah, more houses. They're getting made out of stone. Actually, the stone is going up. Did we finish upgrading all the roads? Or maybe we just don't have enough odd jobbers? Actually, they're pretty good. Okay, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back over here and convert. Oh, that's going to do the highway as well, which... maybe? I don't know. Good. You know what? Screw it. Oh, not minutes. So zoomed out too far. Let's do that. We might end up ripping up some of this other highway later. Yeah, I won't do that one. Actually, I can kind of see that one getting changed. So this may have caught some things I didn't want to upgrade. Wait, is this not? Did I not hit this area? Oh, wait, what? Did I didn't fuck up and was doing things to dirt, was I? Paved road. Please tell me... No! What the... Shit. Okay. Cancel jobs. I'm hoping this doesn't... Nah. Get rid of my plans. Damn it! Well, that's fine. I mean, nothing really of value was lost there. Freaking frack. Okay. Paved road. Upgrade. I don't think I quite caught that. Do that. I got rid of my mining plans. Oh my god, I'm so... I really couldn't overwrite? Let me try this again. Is that... because this seems silly. If I say I want to convert this to dirt road, right? We can see the little dirt grade job there. And then I say I want to convert this to a paved road. It doesn't cancel it. It still has the dirt road job. Ooh. Which led to something making me kind of unhappy. All these plans went away, so I'm going to have to redraw that. I guess that's fine. I don't know. All right. Well, I'll put a cut in here while I'm bitter. Thanks for watching, folks. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.